Hello, how are you? Okay, I'm doing your January the 5th, 2020 daily tarot card reading. All right, so I'd like you to show your appreciation by hitting the subscribe button if you appreciate the video. Press like if you like the video. And if you have a comment, feel free to leave your comments down below, okay? If you need a personal reading, look in the description box for an email address or for a link. Okay, there are two links for personal readings. So I'm going to start your reading. The first card that I have, it actually popped out before I start asking about January the 5th. So I'm not sure if a partnership is pertinent for this reading. Okay. So this is the Two of Wands. And so it's about a reliable partner. I'm pretty sure it's relevant because the next card, if you've been listening to my previous readings, I've been saying there's a running theme for like the transitional week from December 2019 to January 2020. And the themes are indecision about a career or indecision about a partnership, like whether you're going to get married or who's your partner. Okay, so the first card there was about a partnership. Okay, well, this card, this Two of Swords in the reverse, is about the partnership not being strong, stable, trustworthy. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the first card did have a purpose. Strength. The Strength card here, if you're in a relationship and it's not reliable, it's supposed to be a reliable partner, but for some reason it's not, because it's almost like these two cards are contradictions. Okay, because this card is supposed to indicate like a reliable partner, but then this card in this position is indicating that the partnership is not strong or trustworthy. Okay, it's kind of a contradiction here. Okay, so I think what it's trying to state is that you have a marriage that's not trustworthy. Okay, and because of that, you need strength to overcome this bad situation. Okay, so we do not have a Tower card here, nor the Death card is in the middle. Something happens and then one of the partners is independent. Okay. So the next card here is the Seven of Cups. And this card is about you're trying to find a real opportunity amongst things that are elusive. And so with this indicate, we also didn't have a Justice card in the middle. So it's like some situation must have been really, really bad, like a marriage situation was really, really bad and untrustworthy. I know this is going on for a lot of people, okay? So someone ends up single, and so I guess they're in search for a replacement partner. They're like searching to see, well, do I even want a relationship? And if I searched, could I even find one that was reliable or trustworthy from my perspective or worthwhile investing in? Okay, so the next card is, I guess this person is being smart. They're like, what about someone I already know? What about someone I've known for a long time? Okay, and so okay, there are many opportunities. They may be coming in quick. So maybe perhaps you have a lot of friends and you're like, well, I'm really close to such and such over here. This person over here is single. And so maybe you're making calls or hanging out, going out on dates or something like that, or socializing to manifest what you desire. Okay, so the next card here is the Seven of Swords, okay? There's an adversary around. And the adversary very much could be this past partner. Okay? And I've kind of fussed about this a little bit. Like, it should never be that your spouse is your adversary. I don't understand why we live in a culture where that's been true. At least for the past like 7 years. It depends on that could have been true for the past 20 years, depending on which country you've been in, okay? Marriage is supposed to be something that's safe and protected, but for some reason, it's almost like it's the opposite of love, and that doesn't even make sense. So I'd love to see that change. But anyway, for this reading, so there's an adversary around as you are searching for a new partner. The adversary could be your old partner. And like I said, it's possible you're even still married to this person because we didn't have a justice card or a judgment card or anything like that. So you might be technically still married to this person, okay? But for you to have to walk away and be independent, and not only be independent, but you're still searching for someone else, like there had to be diabolical madness going on in that relationship, you know, for that to be going on. At least for some of you, guys. And mind you, this is a female on this card, an independent female. It doesn't necessarily have to represent your energy. You could be a male and you're independently living because your wife or someone was acting as an adversary in the relationship, and you had to stand on your own 2 feet. But I think the reason why this works for this reading, that this is a single female, is because for men, you might have already been stable. For a lot of women, if they were in a marriage, they could have young children, and that could, it's a harder transition for a single mother to transition and be independent if she wasn't already working. So that's why this may be relevant for this reading, okay? So the next card that we have after we've seen that there's an adversary, okay, is the World card. The World card in the upright can be about a graduation, okay? So it's almost like saying, and this is because of the times that we're living in, like I stated, we live in diabolical times where all of these like things that we would never comprehend years ago when we were children. We never comprehend that some of these things would occur, you know, in our families, in our household. And so anyway, the adversarial spouse, the thing that we're dealing with, many people are dealing with right now, maybe we are graduating from that type of situation, okay? And that would be a good thing because we don't want to marry someone who's our enemy, or we don't want to marry someone and that person becomes our enemy. That's pretty unhealthy, okay? So it's good for that enemy to not be able to harm us anymore, okay? So give me 1 minute. Okay, so I'm getting some water. Hold on 1 second. All right. Okay, so the next card that we have is, what is the next card? Is the Artist card. Okay, so what's going on is that you are graduating from the adversary and you're trying to find something that is decent. Like, what is the point of being in a relationship if it's going to cause you trouble? So because you didn't maybe find this Seven of Cups here, you're searching for something and maybe you didn't find what you were looking for. And because you didn't find what you were looking for, you maybe decided to create the thing that you desire, okay? How do you go about doing that? Well, you're taking a leap of faith. I got water in my card. You're taking a leap of faith, okay? And you're saying, well, I desire a real relationship. I desire something healthy that is about love and not about hate. I desire for someone to treat me with respect. However you're seeing it, but you're taking a leap of faith toward that goal, okay? And I don't know how you're going to create what you desire, but apparently you're going to make an effort to do that, okay? Okay, so here is the first court card, and this is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a nurturing, loving, motherly type woman, okay? And so the next card here is the Two of Pentacles. So she could be juggling priorities. She could be preparing paperwork, okay? So earlier I said, well, I didn't see the Justice card, or I didn't see, you know, indications that there was some type. I'm not sure. Maybe she is filing for a divorce, okay? That could be the paperwork that's being filed. Okay, so the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands here is about, I think she's not letting her guard down. You know, okay, hold on. So the Two of Pentacles card could be paperwork being filed, but it could also mean attempting something new. Like you're trying to find your counterpart, and maybe that's something, I don't know if that would be new because she was just in a relationship, but probably filing paperwork probably makes more sense, okay? So I'm not sure if when she's filing paperwork, okay, now that makes sense. She's being defensive because maybe she has to present the paperwork to her person. And I'm not sure if this is going to happen in one day, okay? I'm trying to make sense of the card. So this could be relevant for some of you that you're filing paperwork. For some of you, you may be trying something new to find that counterpart because, mind you, you had the artist card here, and the artist card is about creating what you desire. It also has to do with knowledge. So I don't know if you need knowledge to create what you desire. So I don't know if you're like using your intellect and you're conversing with other people and trying to figure out, well, who thinks like me? Who I don't know, but you're trying to create what you desire. So I guess you want to do it the right way if you're filing paperwork to get rid of the old situation that was not for your benefit. And like I said, you may have to deal with complicated matters such as like getting a lawyer, filling out a lot of paperwork, all of that stuff. But more so, this being defensive, not letting your guard down. It could be because you're around your adversary while you're getting this paperwork delivered or something to that effect. And like I said, this is one day's reading. So I'm not sure if when the Queen of Cups is trying something new that she's just being defensive, like having her guard up. So it's like, I don't like to socialize, but I'm going to socialize anyway because I want to find someone. But while I'm out there socializing, I'm really not letting people close to me because I really am not comfortable with it. Something to that effect. Okay. So because she was attempting to find a person, and I guess because she was closed off and was not successful, it's possibly giving her nightmares. Or it could be that she was filing paperwork and the paperwork was complicated and or her person didn't sign it. So I don't know what's in particular giving her nightmares at the moment. So the next card here is the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant is about traditions. It can be about marriage. It can be about being conservative. So let me see. Well, this next card is the Lovers. This can mean attraction. So maybe perhaps she's seeking marriage, okay? And possibly she did file paperwork if she's seeking marriage. Okay, but anyway, so she has an attraction for someone, or someone does have an attraction for her, okay? And the next card is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about maybe perhaps because I think we're dealing with a feminine energy, plus we only have the Queen of Cups as the court card. She's the only person represented here so far in our reading. So the Nine of Wands here is explaining to us that she may be scared of repeating the same mistakes in new relationships. And so I don't know, there's an attraction with someone, but she's maybe scared. Maybe it feels like something from the past and that's bothering her. And let's see. She could be using strategies from the past to try to overcome this situation or the fear. Okay, so there's a situation to her that feels like something from her past or reminds her of past wounds in relationships, but for some reason, apparently, she still goes for it. Okay, so the person in question is a King of Cups, okay? So this is likely, I'm not sure, let me think about it. It depends because the woman is crying and we have tradition and marriage. Does that mean she went back to her husband? I'm not sure because we have like tradition and marriage here. And then right after it we have, I'm laughing, we have the Lovers. It's like contradictory. I don't know why. Why do we have two contradictions going on here? Okay, so I do not know if this King of Cups is her husband or if it is her, because here when she was remembering past hurts, it could be because she is going back to her husband. I don't know. So I don't know what to make of this guy. So this is the King of Cups. Mind you, wow. I'm silly. She's the Queen of Cups. So technically for this reading, this is her husband. But I don't understand the contradictoriness, the contradictions here. Because it almost seems like she's trying to get away from him, but yet she's still there with him. I don't know. But anyway, apparently for the card reading, they're like a true match because it's the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, okay? So the King of Cups is probably moody. He can be an alcoholic. What else about him? He can be intelligent. He could also be in the legal field also. Let's see. So, and so I don't understand, because when I saw the cards earlier, I didn't put two and two together. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought it was that she just found a lover. I don't know why, because like I said, it's a contradiction. So I guess I wasn't paying attention to the fact that she could be. I thought she was thinking about marriage. So however that resonates for you, either you're thinking about marriage or you're thinking about a lover. Because I thought the lover card just meant attraction for this reading. So I don't know which way that goes. If it were a personal reading, I'd probably get deeper. But okay. So anyway, so this could be the king and queen getting back together, or it could be that this is her lover. Maybe she wasn't married to someone who was similar to her, and this is her lover. Okay. But anyway, this card here is indicating marriage. So I don't even understand if this is a marriage that's was already present, or if this is a new situation. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just having to think for a minute, because we had this Six of Cups card, this reunion card. So I don't know if this means that the couple had a diabolical relationship and they separated, but then they came back together pretty quickly. Somehow I don't think that, because the reunion card could just be a childhood friend, so it could be someone different. So I think that this reading is encompassing a feminine energy and her different choices. So it could encompass so many people's situations, okay? Because I don't know specifically what is going on here. Okay. So anyway, the couple, the king and queen, get together. I don't know if it's a marriage or a lover situation. And then they may have a happy home life. They may move in together. They may get married. Like I said, I don't know if they're already married or if they're just lovers. Okay, so anyway, all I can say is the home life looks decent. They have acquired wealth or things that they need to make a life together. Or it's strange. What I'm thinking is that this is a lover. I'm thinking it's a lover, because I'm not sure if they will show us this wedding card, wedding at home card with dreams coming true. I don't really think that this is the same person. That's just me. So, okay. So now that they've acquired a home together and items, making their dreams come true, we have the Devil card in the reverse, okay? And so the way that I see that is that the adversary who is up here, the adversary is gone. That's the way I see it. Because the devil is about temptations, and because it's in the reverse, I think you're being released from devil energy. Because maybe the old person sees you with someone else and they know they can't touch you anymore. Okay, so the next card here is the Eight of Pentacles. And this card, I see this card as job preparedness, job training. Okay, and then the next card here is paid work. So I'm not sure to which partner that will be relevant for. The last person that we had was the King of Cups. So I'm not sure if the King of Cups is going through a job preparedness program and or getting a paid job. Okay, so the next card here is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is either a friend needing help or someone sending a message of love, okay? Okay, so the next card here is boredom. If you look at, I think the previous day's reading, we had a bored person and a message of love, but we had it in opposite position. We had the bored person first, and then they got a message of love. Today is showing as a message of love going to the person who's working, because I'm guessing the message of love went to the King of Cups. I'm not sure. Let's see. And then there's a bored person over here. Okay, so what about the bored person? Okay, no, it doesn't have to be a bored person. It can be a frustrated person. Okay, so a message of love is going to the King of Cups, maybe. And so I'm not sure if the frustrated person or bored person. And mind you, I don't know who that person is. Okay, so anyway, the Three of Wands here is about a new start. It can be about completing work that you already started working on. It can also be about relocating. Okay, so somebody is bored. Because they're bored, they may be relocating. And the next card here is about, I'm not sure if they're getting wisdom on where they want to go. This is the Page of Swords. I don't think it's about spying because I don't know who we would be spying on. So I think this is about getting intelligence to figure out where do you want to go. Okay? And so the next card, the Star, is about dreams coming true. So this bored person is trying to create an opportunity for themselves, but it didn't really say for what purpose. But they're trying to create opportunities for themselves. Okay, and then here we go. Knight of Pentacles, to make money, to become financially stable. Okay, so there's a bored person working on their finances. Okay, and then we have the Justice card. And I'm not sure if the Justice card is about this previous situation here where someone may have filed paperwork for a divorce. Okay, it could have been paperwork for another purpose because I don't know what was going on in the diabolical marriage situation where there was an adversary. So it could be some type of paperwork. It doesn't have to be divorce paperwork only. Okay, so here the Justice card means whatever situation was possibly imbalanced with that marriage has now come into balance. It could be because we had a single person. It took them a lot of strength to overcome the situation that they were in previously. And so the Justice card could be indicating that because that person was single and it could have been something that happened quickly, that person needed to balance themselves out financially. And so there was justice in that issue. Okay. Okay. So the next card that I have here is the King of Swords. Okay. So the financial system, I was going to say financial system, the financial situation for the bored person here. Like I said, I didn't identify who this person is. But maybe a previous day's reading will clue you in. Because I think yesterday's reading we had a bored person there. But I don't think I clarified who. I think it was the Queen of Wands. So anyway, the King of Swords here is like a manager. So maybe this, yeah, because the reading yesterday, I think the King of Swords was the manager. He popped up a couple times, okay? So this is the manager at the workplace. possibly for the Queen of Wands from yesterday's reading. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups, which is a commitment. So we have a manager making a commitment. And then we have a transformation, okay? And if you're wondering what type of transformation, if you see that we have the Knight of Pentacles, that might kind of clue you in. There's some type of work assignment or something that is maybe long-term and is transforming a situation for a person who is single and needed finances, okay? So I hope that made sense to you. And I hope you appreciated the reading. And the coolest thing is I only had to do it one time. That's so cool. Sometimes I have to do it several times and it was like something important, okay? So I hope you appreciate the message. Please hit the like, subscribe, share it, and leave your comments, okay? Thank you for listening. And if you need a personal reading, look in my description box, okay? Thank you.